Hello everybody, this is Mr. Bowman. Today we're going to be looking at the ALEKS topic arc length. So what arc length is it's a piece or a part, whatever you want to call it, of the circumference of the circle. So it would be, if we imagine this is a big circular fence, how far would the fence go from here to here? So when we looked at central angles, right, we talked about it in terms of degrees. So this is 150 degrees and this is a central angle. So that would be 150 degrees. Now we're going to talk about it in terms of actual length. So in order to do that, we need to know what the radius is, because if we take this circle and make it larger, it's going to make that arc length larger as well if it encompasses the same ratio or the same proportion of the circle. So to figure out what or that actual length, you can do it all in once if you switch around and switch your degrees to radians and all that kind of stuff, which is effectively what we're going to do. But we're going to talk through it in a way I think is a little more intuitive. So first things first, let's find the circumference of this circle, right? So the circumference of a circle is going to be 2 pi r. So this circle in particular has a radius of 7 yards. Make sure we file that unit away so we can use that at the end to make sure we label it correctly. So our circumference here is going to be 2 times pi times 7 for our radius. And we're going to leave that pi in here, so we're going to call the circumference 14 pi. Now that's all the way around. So say we start at x, that's all the way around until we get back to x. I just want the length of the minor arc from W to X. So this is using 150 of those 360 degrees. So to figure out what that ratio is, I'm just going to do a quick 150 divided by 360. Okay. So I go ahead and reduce that fraction. So I can go ahead and divide them both by 30, right? So let's see, that would make this, knock that off, divide by 5 over 12. So we're using 5/12 of the circumference there, which I could see making sense because 6/12 would be half, and that would be over here, so it's not quite half. So we got 5/12 there. If I divide both those by 30. All right, so if my whole circumference is 14 pi and I'm using 5/12 of it, I just need to do 5/12 times 14 pi. And I'm going to leave that pi alone, so I'm not doing anything there. Okay, all right, so what do we get? So we got 14 times 5. So this is 70/12 pi, but we can reduce that. We'll go ahead and divide them both by 2, I think. So 35 over 6 pi. And it does say leave pi in there, that's why we left it alone. Exact answer in terms of pi. Be sure to include the correct unit. So that's about it. So 35/6 pi, or if you are uncomfortable with this and you really want to break it down, we can do this a little bit differently and switch it into a mixed number, right? So that would be, let's see, 30 would be 5 and 5/6 pi. Okay. So once again, just under that half, which would be 7 pi, so a little less than 6 pi there.